I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is William P. Lauder. He is the executive chairman of the Estee Lauder Companies, and also joining me is Elizabeth Hurley. She is global ambassador, the Estee Lauder Companies breast cancer campaign. William, Elizabeth, it is wonderful to have you here. It's become a tradition to have you here ringing the bell. Thanks for joining me today on Floor Talk.
So glad to be here, and thank you for having us today.
Of course. So, William, your company has been dedicated to this cause for more than 30 years. So tell me, how did the breast cancer campaign get started, and how will you continue your mother's vision?
So she started with a woman named Alexandra Penny, who was editor of Self magazine at the time. They started the breast cancer awareness campaign where they gave everybody a pink ribbon. Then that morphed into from raising awareness to let's raise money to support the research to help find a cure for breast cancer. And this became a snowball because this became something that was embraced by our employees, something that they were so proud of, and we knew that our consumers liked it, and 95% of our consumers are women, so this was a cause that we could all get behind, and it's been the passion, not just my passion, but the passion of the 45,000 plus Estee Lauder people around the world, their passion to raise money to find a cure.
Now, Elizabeth, tell me, how did you first become the global ambassador of the breast cancer campaign, and how has it evolved since you've joined?
Well, I was appointed the face of Estee Lauder in 1995 by William's father, Leonard, and his wife, Evelyn. And so I started off, and in those days, there was only one person. I did the photographs for every single product. And I think on my second day of photography, Evelyn, William's mother, came and told me all about this new campaign she'd started and said, would I help? And I said, I'll help with anything. What is it? And she explained what it was. And she said to me, women all over the world are dying of breast cancer. No one is talking about it, and I want to change that. And as she said that, it resonated so much because my grandmother had been one of those women. She just died of breast cancer and nobody talked about it. We didn't know much about her diagnosis, her treatment. We knew nothing about anything. And I don't think she knew very much either. So when Evelyn told me that, I was just like, yes, that's so what I want to do. My family are going to be so behind it. And it started from there. And I started also being the ambassador for the breast cancer campaign, raising funds for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation. And it started from there. And, you know, it's just a different world today than it was back then, 28 years ago for me, when nobody knew much about breast cancer. And now I feel that young women are very educated about breast cancer. William was just talking about the pink ribbon, which didn't exist when my grandmother died in the early 90s. She would have had no idea that now, you know, 30 years later, people would be talking about breast cancer on television. We'd be in the New York Stock Exchange with massive signage everywhere. People are on television talking about breast cancer. Sports teams are wearing pink socks and pink jerseys. It's an astonishing achievement, and it really was started by William's mother, Evelyn.
So, William, tell me, what are you most proud of, and how does the campaign continue to drive impact today?
Well, I'm proud of so many things in different levels. One, for everyone who has supported the efforts to raise money and awareness for breast cancer. And I'm very, very proud of the brilliant researchers and scientists who have been working tirelessly, mostly under anonymity, to find a cure. And their efforts are the ultimate thing that I'm most proud of, is that we have found a way to make a difference in the lives of people who have been diagnosed with breast cancer, both to save their lives, make their lives easier, and hopefully we will be able to declare victory and say we have found a cure.
All right, and finally, Elizabeth, tell me, what do you want people to know about breast health?
I think we've always wanted people to know that if it's detected early, there's an extraordinarily good chance that you'll survive. 91% chance of survival if it's found early. If a cancer's found later, the odds aren't so good. So right from the beginning, we've been saying early detection saves lives. Be breast aware, know your own breasts, know if there are changes, go to your doctor, and when you're old enough for a mammogram, and in fact, it's now the age has now been lowered to 40. It's now recommended that women start to have mammograms at 40 every second year. And you should try to do that and really be on top of your breast health.
All right, well, wonderful to talk with you. Great to highlight this important issue, this important campaign, and great to have you on Floor Talk. Thank you both for joining me.
Thank you for having us.